How to keep relationships interesting. I'm just going to share some of my thoughts and insights into this. How to keep relationships interesting. You know, when you first meet someone and you don't know them, so there's this unfolding, there's just this day-to-day, moment-to-moment unfolding of discovering. It's like you're in a phase of discovery. So you're discovering things about each other. And because you're in this state of unknown territory, you don't really know this person yet, there's just this discovering. And you keep discovering all these wonderful things about them. And you're the more time you spend with this person, you're just resonating with them and you feel really good and you're laughing together and there's such a high energy, because what you're really doing is you're living in the uncertainty. Nothing's certain at this stage. You don't know who this person really is. You're just getting to know them. And so you're in a phase of discovery together. And it's exciting. And it's also interesting. Why is it interesting? Because you don't know. So it's interesting because you're learning. You're learning and you're also growing as you're learning more about this being that you're interacting with, and you're sharing with them as well. And so there's this exchange, this wonderful exchange going on as you're discovering more about each other and learning, but also growing together, because there's aspects of yourself that you never knew were there, right? That are just starting to come through because this being is holding the space of receptivity. They're listening and they're just being there with you. They're being present with you so you can fully express. And because it's the early stages, there's no judgment here. There's no, there's no judgment. There's just pure, I'm holding the space for you because I don't know who you are. So everything's really fresh and new. And what happens later on in relationships is sometimes when you think you know the person, or the ego thinks it knows this person, and then it puts them in a box and says, well, they're this or they're that, and I know your patterns, and I know this, and I know your behavior. And so all sorts of judgments and different things come in according to what the other ego wants. So that's a kind of ego-based relationship. But we're moving more into conscious relationship as consciousness expands and wants to express more of who it is. It wants to be embodied in each one of us now on this planet. So what about staying in the discovery phase? What about staying in the beauty of the discovery phase? How to keep relationships interesting? Stay in the discovery phase. Keep learning, keep growing. Keep giving each other the space to expand and grow in unconditional love without judgment. So even when you know or think you know this person and you know their patterns of behavior or whatever, don't keep dragging it up and saying, oh, but you do this and you do that, and because all you're doing is accentuating that. You're giving power to that and you're increasing it, and you're keeping them locked. You're keeping them locked in those conditioned behavioral patterns by emphasizing them, by drawing attention to them. So how to keep relationships interesting? Can you keep allowing them to grow and expand and become more of who they wish to be? Keep allowing that evolution and understand that you're both in an evolutionary process together, but not even just together, but as a sort of individuation of consciousness. You both have things that need to be realized and experienced. So it's having the gratitude and appreciation of each other's path and what the lessons, the individual lessons might be for each one. So that's just what I wanted to share with you. And let me know in the comments if any of it resonated with you. So it's just about staying in the discovery phase, staying present, and having unconditional love to allow the other to grow and evolve. That's what keeps relationships interesting, I think. So have a good day.